Hey Moon Magic family, thank you so much for joining me. In today's readings, we are asking for clear, direct answers, yes or no, for any situation. So we are going to draw 3 cards to guide us in. I'm seeing the first already. We will also draw some runes and charms as well. Go. Let us have a look at these first of all. Super Souls, I post these readings 3 times a week at the moment, sometimes 4, always on a Tuesday, always on a Friday, always on a Sunday, and sometimes also on a Saturday. So don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon as well if you would like to know as soon as I upload a reading. So reading number 1, we have a new gown. Reading number 2, we have Enter the Garden of Delights. And reading number 3, we have Blessing of Al-Hakim. Okay, that is what those cards are looking like. Let's draw runes and charms. Our first reading has the rune of wholeness. Our second reading has the rune of defense. And our third reading has the rune of flow. And our charms we have for the first reading, we have the 5-pointed star. For reading number 2, second reading, we have the spiral. And for reading number 3, we have the cherub angel. Okay. So beautiful Moon Magic family, I will leave you with the video running for a few moments longer just to give you as much time as you need to tune in to whichever reading or readings are calling to you. If you have more than one question or more than one situation that you want to check in with, because this is any situation, yes or no, clear, direct answers. So if you have more than one situation, get yourself focused on one at a time and see which of the readings are speaking to you. And then you can always come back with a second kind of sitting down and tuning in with a different situation. This will, of course, also be in the Timeless Readings playlist that I have, where I answer all kinds of really, really direct questions. You know, is this person trustworthy? How is this situation going to pan out? Advice and guidance around yes or no kind of situations and answers. There's a ton of stuff, past life readings. So do check out that Timeless Readings playlist if you are finding yourself having either a wobble or needing advice or guidance about anything specific, because you will hopefully find a reading there that will be able to assist you in the moment that you are in. So I'm going to leave this running for you now, and I will see you in the readings. Reading number 1, you have a new gown. This is card number 18. You have the 5-pointed star and the rune of wholeness, which is the path you must follow. Now we are asking a yes or a no, clear, direct answer. I'm actually going to read to you the Rumi poem that goes with this card. I don't know if I will do this for every reading, but I want to for this one, and you'll see why. 18, a new gown. Weary and consumed by longing, I was caressed by my beloved last night. My wounded soul was set free when I tasted the sweetness of love. My spirit was lifted at once. I surrendered my life while overflowing with joy, and my vision was filled with light. Love said, Don't feel so hopeless, my weary and gloomy one, for my generosity is beyond forgetting those devoted to me. See how boundless divine justice can be. Behold my immeasurable kindness. Love embraced my spirit, and all my doubts vanished at once. A new and glorious robe of honour was placed on my shoulders. Love offered me the power of a new vision and the transforming touch of divine generosity, and placed the chalice of eternal wine in my hand. So that is the Rumi poem that goes with these cards and with this particular card. I feel very strongly that this reading is probably going to be a yes. In fact, just on this card alone, and the path you must follow, and the 5-pointed star, which follows the pattern of Venus. When Venus and the Sun meet, they make a conjunction in the sky. It happens in a beautiful sacred geometry pattern that creates a 5-pointed star. Everything in your reading already is suggesting this is a yes reading. But we will, of course, draw more cards. So, beautiful reading number 1. I'm feeling rather ecstatic and delightful for you, even though I recognise from the poem that maybe you have been feeling a little gloomy or uncertain. Let's see what your oracle cards are. First of all, we have the card of home. How interesting, we have a clock. It feels like there is some divine timing at hand here. We have the card of patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realise. Still, they need nurturing and patience. This is interesting. There is an essence of timing around you. And of course, we're seeing doors closed, even though this card is suggesting that doors, as it were, are going to open. But it also says, you know, oh gloomy one, you know, the divine cup of love will be given to you. So whatever dreams you are thinking about, they are going to emerge. Now let us gain more information here for you. We then have nurture. Right, okay. We then have the card of above you, the lantern dancer. Okay, you are being guided in a particular direction, whatever your situation. I think this reading is absolutely saying a yes to something. You're on track. I think because you can't see the answer as yet, you're not yet seeing the results. Something still needs to be nurtured. We have nurture coming up in both of these cards here. The word nurture is very clear. Look at this beautiful card, Archangel Jophiel watering the garden. Look at these beautiful flowers. Guided here, above you, the lantern dancer. There is divine timing at work. I do think in answer to your yes or no, the clear direction is to continue with whatever it is you are currently doing, whatever you are building, whatever, building is the wrong word, whatever you are nurturing or whatever it is that you are inquiring about, it requires nurture, but the answer is yes. We also have the storm. This is very interesting. So we're seeing the potential for something to change actually very quickly. Let's draw some tarot cards as well for you, reading number 1. I'm going to take a card from this pack to Sleeping Beauty. This is so clear, you're reading number 1. Can you see? Sleeping Beauty, in many ways, she embodies patience. She is sleeping due to rather challenging circumstances. Sleeping Beauty, she ate a poisoned apple that was there, but the point is she sleeps until the moment is right, and then divine timing kicks in and she's kind of rescued by her prince. We see this magic coming in here. Timing is definitely of the essence for you. Let's place that here. Something is going to shift and change for you. That is absolutely certain. You simply need to nurture for longer. We have the card of the Emperor. We have the card of Justice. We have the Four of Cups. Yes. And then we have the Five of Wands. Beautiful reading number one. Something that you have been waiting for. I think you are really questioning whether this is going to work out, whether it will come to fruition, whatever your situation is that you are actually asking about. Continue doing what you are already doing. Continue on this pathway. This is a yes answer. This is a clear, direct yes. You need to continue to nurture, stay on track, don't be despondent. Something will radically change. It's one of those things that will change in the, I want to say is it the flash of an eye? There's like different sayings, isn't it? I'm not sure if that is right. The twinkle of an eye. That's the saying. Something will change very quickly, like a bolt out of the blue or a twinkle in the eye. Something is going to come along and it will change very, very quickly. Your nurture will pay off. Your sleep will be over. Someone will come in and give you. The universe will deliver. Yes, you've had to persevere, and yes, you have had to nurture consistently, and I think at times you have begun to, I think, feel quite, I won't say lonely, that's possibly not quite the right word, but I think for some of you it does feel like you are having to uphold something all of the time, and you're questioning whether the results will ever come in, or whether you're upholding something and you're walking that pathway of truth, of decency, and will you ever find the right tribe to support you, or whatever your circumstance or your situation. This reading is very clear. Continue to nurture. It is a yes. Continue on the lines that you are working on already. Even if it doesn't appear to be showing fruition, even if it appears that a door is closed, the timing will be right. Continue to nurture, continue to foster this situation, and the timing, the divine timing, will kick in. This is absolutely and definitely a yes reading number one. I don't feel we need to draw more cards. It's really clear. What is super lovely is that the desired result will come. I love the colours here. We see this new gown, and then they really are the same as the colours here. Above you, the lantern dancer. Really showing that you are being guided, even if it feels as though you're working very hard to make this happen on your own. Actually, there is divine timing at work around you. The lucky break, the lightning bolt, the opportunity will be coming, and it will happen in a twinkle of an eye, and everything will wake up. Everything will become possible. You will be looking forwards and celebrating. The Four of Wands is a card of celebration. It's a card of a commitment to the pathway forwards and knowing where you're going and feeling so vibrant and alive about it. The Four of Cups, we see it's a turning point when something can finally wake up, break open. Reading number one, the answer is a definite, clear yes, even though you may not be seeing a result, and you may even be feeling that doors are closing for you. Continue to nurture and persevere, because they will open, and when it happens, it's going to happen very quickly. Beautiful reading number one. Your reading is very clear. I'm loving it, and I appreciate that this must feel pretty gloomy. That is the word used, but this is the path you must follow. It is a clear yes. Super souls, I'm loving your reading, even though I'm really feeling that you may be thinking, will it ever happen? Yes, we are seeing answers being delivered to you. Whatever your desired outcome, it will happen. There's reassurance here and celebration. It's just that it needs more nurture, and sometimes that can feel tough if we are feeling despondent, but the reading is very, very clear. Super Souls, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. All of these things really do help to support the channel and help to support me in putting free readings into the world. My all zodiac sign readings are available on Patreon. It's a very different platform. I will put the link below so that any of you can check it out if you wish to. It's there are no advertisements, but it's a site that works on the basis of donations. Super Souls, I post these timeless pick-a-card readings. Well, I post timeless pick-a-card readings 2 or 3 times a week, always on a Tuesday and a Friday now. And I am also, as always, posting weekly guidance readings on every Sunday. They too are timeless. We find the right reading for us at the right time, but do check them out. And if you are subscribed and you want to never miss a reading as I upload it, if you hit the little bell icon as well, you should always have my readings coming into your stream. I am sending you all the love in the world. Stay on track, Super Souls. It's happening. Hey, reading number 2. We have for you the card Enter the Garden of Delights, the Sacred Spiral, and the Rune of Defense. I almost feel like this is a slight contradiction, because Enter the Garden of Delights is almost like divine timing to enter a sacred space and really have something, be gifted with something. And yet the Rune of Defense suggests the need for boundaries, sometimes the ability to say both yes and no with discernment. It can suggest that there's something happening that isn't feeling quite right around you. In this reading, we're asking for a yes or a no, whatever your circumstance. Let's draw some cards. We'll draw your oracle cards first. Wow, so Sacred Pool, we know this is entering a sacred space. We have the card of Angel Therapy, Archangel Raphael, who is the healer. Give your cares and worries to us, angels, and allow us to take your burdens. We have 12th house introspection. We have Grandmother of Love, Granddaughter of Life. And then we have lastly the card of the Maiden. Okay, let me move that along. I'm sure we can get all these cards in. Yes, lovely. There's a real energy of emergence, of becoming recentered, rebalanced around you, reading number 2. So it's kind of interesting. We're asking for clear, direct answers, yes or a no. We need to draw tarot cards to get some more information. What is happening in the circumstances and the situation of reading number 2, please? May we be given information and guidance for reading number 2. A clear, direct yes or a no. Okay. I see this and this. How interesting that the 2 of Wands with the world in his hands is the card that showed itself. And doesn't he look kind of canny, you know, quite it's not so much determined. I feel like he's aware, he's conscious, he's aware, he's shrewd. Okay, that's what I'm really feeling from this card. Let's see what else we have here. So we have the 4 of Cups, we have the Knight of Wands. Okay, we have 4 of Cups, Knight of Wands, we have the Sun. Then we have the 2 of Wands. He's very shrewd, very canny. Then we have the Hanged Man. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. This is very interesting. I think your situation is fascinating, reading number 2. So I feel there is an opening. You've been offered something. But you're really not actually sure. You're not sure whether you want it or not. You're reticent. You're really uncertain. And Your reading is suggesting that, well, we're seeing a significant opportunity here, okay? So even though we're asking for clear, direct answers, and actually the clear, direct answer is, in its most basic way, this is an opportunity, and it's a worthy opportunity, whatever it is. It's a genuine opportunity. So whoever is, or whatever is happening in your life, there is a real opportunity here. You can move this forward if you want, and it is full of possibility. But I don't think you're sure whether or not you want it. And so the yes and the no is really interesting. Clear, direct answers. Because in a funny way, what this reading is actually saying is, well, it's kind of up to you. It's like your spirit team are kind of saying to you, well, what do you want to do with this? You know, what's feeling right for you? It's almost as if there isn't a need for you to, there isn't a clear-cut yes or no, because there isn't a wrong or a right around it. What they're really saying to you is that there is actually an opportunity here. And what they're suggesting is actually that you kind of like dive in and embrace whatever this is, but also do so whilst keeping your options open. It's not a clear-cut yes or no. On the one hand, it is a yes. There is potential here. You can have something. There's nothing untoward about your circumstances. There's nothing negative or underhanded or not okay. Whoever has offered you something, or whatever opportunity is being offered, it really is a perfectly legitimate and perfectly okay circumstance. The thing is, you're not actually sure whether it's right for you, okay? And I get that. We can see that really clearly. And the guidance, the detailed guidance for you, reading number 2, is not to worry about having to make a clear-cut yes or a no commitment. What they're suggesting is that you kind of dive in and, you know, fill yourself up with the experience and have it. You know, then you can process the experience, introspection, the Hanged Man. You know, don't worry about it. Have a go. Get in there. Try it on for size. Test the waters. Enjoy it. And then you can make decisions based on more accurate information. So primarily it is actually a yes, but you may also then choose to change your mind afterwards, having tried it. It's kind of like if someone said to you, look, we've heard this restaurant is amazing, and you've actually maybe thought, I don't know, I've never really fancied that. And this reading is saying, well, go and try it. You don't have to go back there again if you don't like it, but go and give it a go. Why not? Embrace it, fill yourself up, enter the Garden of Delights. There is an opportunity here for you to experience something, and when you then experience it, then you can review and decide whether or not this is right for you. Then you will be making your decision based on your real experience of what that really is like. But you've kind of got to be in it to win it. You've got to try it on for size. You've got to taste it before you can know whether it's right for you. So this is like literally, go on, give it a go. But don't give it a go with commitment. Give it a go with, I'd love to have a try. I'll see what it feels like, and then I'll think about it afterwards, and I'll let you know after the event, in a really open and honest and wise kind of way, because then you can evaluate. Your reading is really clear. Yes, 7 of Wands. Look at this pondering, this thought. You can make the decision, the yes or a no decision, after you've tried it, but you kind of need to try it first. It's really, really clear here, you're reading number 2. So it is a yes, but it's a yes with a view to tasting it before you, it's like try before you buy. That's the deal here. Try before you buy. If this was a single reading for like a zodiac sign for a month or something, that would be the title of it. Try before you buy. Okay, I'm loving this, loving it. You'll know what to do once you've tried it. You'll know whether it's right. It's either going to resonate with you or it's not. That's what the Rune of Defense speaks of. It kind of talks about boundaries, making choices, yeses and nos. And it also sometimes highlights that we begin to develop not so much an aversion in this case, but basically we reach a point when we are wise enough to know whether something is resonating with us or not. But you kind of have to have that experience. You have to be in it to win it. You have to be having that experience to be able to say, do you know, that didn't really resonate fully with me, or do you know, that really did, and I think that started to resonate. I want to test the waters and have a bit more and see. I'll give it another go, and I'll make my decision some way down the line, but I'll make it wisely when I have more information. And the information isn't information as such that someone's going to give you. It's your actual real experience of your situation. Because you've done it and you've been there, you can then make a choice based on wisdom. Your reading is very, very, very clear. Reading number 2. I'm rather loving it. So you can decide to do the yes or the no later. Right now, try it on for size. Give it a go. Try before you buy. That's the one. And then you can contemplate what you want to do and what is right for you. And yeah, it will be what's right for you. You can come out of this very clearly in charge of the decisions in a space of wisdom and awareness. I'm loving your reading. Reading number 2. I am super, super loving it. I really, really am. Let this unfold and enjoy the journey. I'm sending you all the love in the world. Now, if you would like to get notification of my readings, I post these readings, the timeless readings, on Tuesdays, Fridays, sometimes Saturdays. I post a timeless reading on Sundays. It's for weekly guidance. Actually, in reality, they are, of course, timeless, because whenever you find a pick a card reading, you're going to find the right one for you. Your intuition will guide you. But the Sunday readings are posted every week. My all zodiac sign readings are on Patreon, which is a very different platform. No advertisements, but it works on donations. I will put the link to those readings or to my Patreon site in the description box, and also in the comments for phone users. So if you're interested in looking at those, do check that out. And well, try before you buy. Have fun, enjoy. This is, you know, there's space for you to discover here, and it feels utterly lovely to have that opportunity. It really does. It feels really just delightful. It really does. Reading number 2, sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing, because it really does help to support the channel. Tons of love to you all, and I'm sending you the biggest hug in the world. Reading number 3, you have Blessing of Al-Hakim, and you have the Rune of Flow, which is so interesting because this card actually says blessings are going to flow to you. You can just surrender and let it happen. You don't have to force it to happen. It is as if the universe will deliver for you. Now, we also have the little angel cherub here. And of course, we are asking about clear, direct answers, yes or no, to a particular situation, any situation. Let's have a look at your oracle cards first. First of all, we have details. Okay. We then have breathe. Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. We then have Aquarius, collaborate. We then have the card of Grandmother Dragonfly, holds the wisdom. So we're seeing transformation. And then we have the desert. How very interesting. Look at these hands almost in prayer coming up here. Let's draw some tarot cards as well. May we please have information, a yes or a no, clear direct answers for whatever situation reading number 3 are needing to have advice about. And I see this one and this too. Okay, so we do see a dilemma. We see a conflict. We have Two of Swords, a decision maybe to make. We then have the Page of Swords. Okay, he's pretty bright and canny, actually. He's kind of confident, actually, about something here. This is an interesting energy. We have the Queen of Wands. I'm liking this combination here, reading number 3. We then have the conclusion of the conflict. Okay. Then we have the 10 of Cups. This is a beautiful outcome. Oh my goodness me. We have the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. And then we have the Chariot. Oh my goodness me. Okay. So, I think that this is a reading that is saying to you in the yes or the no stakes. What I'm seeing is there is some kind of a conflict, an indecision, or a conflict about a decision. I think there is a need actually to seek some further advice before you move forwards. We're seeing a good outcome. I mean, it couldn't be better. We're seeing a reunion, a coming together. We're seeing success. We're seeing something move forwards, evolve, happen. I think, reading number 3, that something in your world is going to get fixed. Grandmother Dragonfly Holds the Wisdom is a card that acknowledges that sometimes we can look through the lens of the grass is always greener, or something when there's a conflict, our instinct says don't go there, it's time to walk away, it's better to leave. But this reading is really suggesting that something can be processed, something can be discussed, it can be sorted out. It can be handled with joy, with vision, with passion. A conflict can be resolved here. Breathe, take some deep breaths. I think there's a lot of tension around you. For many of you, this may relate to a specific relationship, a connection. We have the cherub here firing that arrow. The desert is a card that suggests a lot of confusion and a lot of fog, difficulty in seeing a clear way forwards. Details, this card here also acknowledges the times when we are needing to sort of slow down and look at what's actually happening and everything that's going on around us, rather than just looking elsewhere, to actually process what's going on, to move away from any autopilot patterns. Breathing, releasing old patterns, breathing in, slowing down. I think there is possibility here. So if you are in a conflict with, let's just say, someone, we have the cherub here, which can often indicate relationship problems. We could use the example of an intimate relationship where there's an argument between you and you're wondering whether to proceed or not. Is this a yes or a no? Whatever your circumstance, because this reading applies to any situation, this is not a time to, it isn't a no, basically. This is a time when a resolution can be found. In a way, the yes and the details that we're being shown, it is a yes. And what is being suggested in your reading is that the yes is coming with or through an opportunity to slow down, take a deep breath and process what's actually going on, and then collaborate, have those conversations, if need be, reach out for help and advice. Sometimes I think with details, if there's any kind of contractual stuff going on, then seek advice, because this can be processed and sorted out so that the conflict is avoided. We're seeing resolution, we're seeing contentment, we're seeing harmony. So whatever the do I, don't I, yes, no circumstance that surrounds you. I'm seeing a lot of fog, a lot of confusion, a lot of maybe I should just run and get the hell out of here. Maybe I should just back off and back down, you know, or maybe I should fight my corner. Whatever your feelings, there's confusion around you. This is a time to recognize that you can surrender yourself to the process of inquiry, both inwardly and outwardly. Slow it down and view this from a space of appreciation for whatever you're going to learn from this. We're seeing a really positive, vibrant outcome where something is moved forwards. So it doesn't need to be as loaded with difficulty as I think you're experiencing it. You know, it might be, for some of you, be feeling like it's an all or nothing scenario, a black and white yes or no. Actually, this is saying yes, this can be fixed, but it requires some inquiry, some investigation, some attention to detail, perhaps some collaboration and support. But the conflict can be resolved, and we are seeing a happy, fruitful outcome. So that in itself is rather lovely. This will flow forwards. This is definitely a time to allow this to not be too fixed on the black and whites, because there's a lot of confusion around you here. Here we have Ace of Crystals. What an affirmation. Look at this rainbow bridge. This is the Ace of Pentacles. We are seeing the favourable outcome, the new beginning, in real terms, real, practical, pragmatic terms. The outcome here is going to be favourable. It just needs to be negotiated. It needs to be discussed, negotiated, reviewed. It's interesting when I said if there's any contractual stuff going on where you're needing to debate something or look at the fine details of something. Interestingly enough, if we think of a relationship as a contract, when I worked full-time as an accredited counsellor, a psychotherapist for over 28 years, I did lots of couples work. I loved it. I just loved it. I always felt like if somebody came to see me as an individual and they were having relationship issues, obviously I'm going to try and hear what's happening to this person. They're my client. My time and my energy and my attention is with them. But with a couple, you've got, if there's a conflict, the conflict is there right in front of you in the room, and it's wonderful because you can see if there are patterns being acted out that we need to identify, if there are perceptions that have caused misperception, and we can see these things and we can open up this space of possibility where we collaborate, we talk, and we openly share how we feel, how we see things. And I often used to say to my couples, think of your relationship as a contract. When you fell in love and you got together, you both entered a contract, but a ton of stuff on that contract was never openly discussed. You both had expectations. You both thought that it was going to work out a particular way. You both entered it believing that the picture of the future that you both wanted. But we don't necessarily in a relationship, and this is just an example, but we don't necessarily discuss the details. We sort of feel like we're in love and we're swept along, and we feel as though everything is just going to be so amazing. And we sort of assume the other person either wants the same things, or if you do both want the same things, we also assume that you both perceive the journey to get those same things from the same perspective, and very often we don't. If you apply for a job, you'll get a job description, so you can work out whether it's going to fit with you, and you can negotiate that contract. In relationships, we very often have a sort of an unspoken contract that we believe both parties have entered into, but we haven't really discussed the fine details because we've fallen in love and we've got swept along, and it's fine. But later down the road, we start to encounter disappointments, and often one person's disappointment will be equal to the other person's, because they'll be like, well, I didn't know you expected that. Well, why wouldn't you have thought that? And we're in this realm. And so I used to literally say to people, let's recontract this relationship and find out whether this can be, you know, have you had a foundation where a lot of good stuff has happened, but now things aren't good? Let's recontract. Let's really establish a contract where you both know where you're going and what you want. And if you really are worlds apart, then maybe it is better that the contract is about ending. But actually, it may also be that the contract is about building a more honest and respectful contract where we are much more aware of one another's needs, and we both agree to support each other in those needs because we want to. So it's very, very interesting stuff. Anyway, I could talk for hours on couples therapy. I just loved it. So, but you know, I equally absolutely adore what I do now, which I hope is being a bridge between spiritual pathways and a lot of psychological and emotional learning too. So reading number 3, your reading is actually very clear with the details. Your reading is saying yes to the current situation, but it is also giving you the advice and guidance that you need to collaborate, reassess, recontract, get to the crux of any kind of preconceptions that may be colouring the negotiation. Negotiation and collaboration are needed. The grass isn't necessarily going to be greener on the other side. So actually this is worthy of discussing, processing, sorting out. And whatever your situation, if there's legal matters at hand, this can be negotiated. It can be negotiated and a resolution found, and it can be moved forwards. Ace of Crystals is such an affirmation. You can come through the confusion and you can reach a place where actually there is a beautiful and powerful and positive future in real terms, whatever that may be. But it needs to be negotiated with an awareness of the details, really, in order to do so with clarity, to remove the fog, and then it will flow. Reading number 3, your guidance is very clear. I am loving your reading. I love that this feels so real. Sometimes readings, well, always readings have a realness about them, but there's something really quite solid about this reading, really quite solid and pragmatic in terms of the outcome here and the work that needs to be done, which feels actually lovely. Because gosh, if there was more negotiation in conflict in this day and age, and always really for humanity, so many big problems wouldn't escalate. So this is super fabulous. Reading number 3, I'm loving your reading and I'm loving the outcome here. I'm sending you all the love in the world, and I'm sorry there's been a conflict, but I do think some of it is down to confusion, misperception, and the repeating of patterns even in some instances, and this definitely can be negotiated. So there is a yes answer within the negotiation aspect of this, and whatever the outcome, looking at a really healthy resolution with a great deal of joy and contentment and happiness on for all parties. Super Souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing. It really does help the channel. It helps to support the channel, and it helps me to continue to put free readings into the world. I do post my all zodiac sign readings on a different platform. They're on Patreon, and it's a donation site, but there are no advertisements, so it's very different. If you're interested in those, I'll put a link to my Patreon site literally at the top of the information in the description box, and also in the comments. I'll pin a comment for phone users. If you would like to get notification of my readings, because I post these timeless readings, very specific readings answering very specific questions, they're all in the timeless readings playlist, and I post these readings on Tuesday, on Friday, sometimes on Saturday too. I always post a reading on Sunday for weekly guidance, and in many ways those are timeless too, because whenever we find a pick a card reading, we're going to be drawn to the one that's right for us at any given time. So trust your intuition always. If you are subscribing, press the little bell icon as well, and that way you will never miss any of the readings as soon as I upload them. Super Souls, I'm sending you all the love in the world.